EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Washington football team and the New Orleans Saints. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They go play action here on first down. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
First down. Washington.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
A quick throw outside by Locke. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Got a man, Slayton. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Slayton, 40 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And some space here. And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. A big play there from McCaffrey. 41 yards.
At the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. Fighting through it. He's got space. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian McCaffrey, 40 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
An extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and 11 now. Here's Locke. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Washington.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's a give to Fournette. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Leonard Fournette, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
second down. Here's Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Leonard Fournette, 41 yards. And Washington has taken the lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play fake. Here's Love. Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice game. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
That's good for a Saints. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Love, they go play action now. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
3-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. There's Locke back near his goal line. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10.
5-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke is going to go for his man, complete. He's at the 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Slayton, 91 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Jason Sanders.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Love with it. And he finds McLaurin. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Anthony Hitchens.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole where there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Second down, Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The first carry for Josh Adams. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Second and 8 coming from the 19.
Brings up second and 8.
Block now to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Complete. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there from McCaffrey. 62 yards on the ground.
At the 17-yard
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes this Washington 28, Saints 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, Locke. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again. Locke. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Austin Hooper, as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
For Terry McLaurin, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. Love looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wild card battle. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Love from the gun. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Working out of the gun. Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Off the play fake, Love. And that is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On 2nd down, Love once more. And he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 13-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's McFarland. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Yard line, 2nd and 11. To throw it is Locke. He's going to look deep for more. He's got it complete. Touchdown, Washington. DJ Moore taking it in. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's McCaffrey. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. Room here to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
McCaffrey on the carry.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 44-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Love. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 37. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
The stop made by Miles.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Love, this is 3rd and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. DeMarcus Robinson there to make the grab. And the Saints get a bit closer. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how. And in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point on the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead. Your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Today's
Washington moving on as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.